Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year, everybody! How you doing? How was your night? Are you ready for a new year, for a new beginning? I know anytime during the end of the year, we get ready for a fresh new start and we have a lot of resolutions and we think the next year is going to be better than those other years that we leave behind. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about 2018 because, you know, we start making those resolutions. The resolutions are going to the gym, losing weight, making more money, being most prosperous, reinventing our career, looking better, finding a new life partner, and so on and so forth. Pretty much, you know, resolutions are similar for a lot of people. But we need to know that resolution come from inside. Resolutions are not defined from the outside world. Because if you think of losing weight, you think of all these companies who want you to lose weight because they make a lot of money on your problem. If you think of, you know, depending on pills, think of all the companies, the pharmaceuticals who make a lot of money on your suffering. So reality is, if you want to start a new year in a better way, you have to work inside yourself. You have to make life better within you, not taking it from the outside. Nothing from outside will change your inside. You have to create different habits. You have to rethink. You have to eliminate the things that you've been carrying for a long time so that you have a fresh new start, also in a psychological way. By eliminating all the burdens, everything that you've been carrying, all the bad behavior, all the bad thinking, rewiring, reprogram the mind, so doing the inside work, so then you're gonna see things really changing for you. That's why it's extremely important for you to understand that the resolutions that we all talk about, they don't really work. The real resolutions are those that you can that will last, that you can work inside yourself, create those healthy habits, rethink what you did wrong, so find new solutions. Don't act on the same pattern of behavior. Don't act on the same, all the same old that produce no results. You cannot create a new life with the same type of thinking. So you change your thinking, you change your world around. Then you're going to see 2019 being a beneficial year for you. But it's true that you have to come up to the conclusion what it is that you need to change, what it is that you're not happy about. Is it your private life? Is it your look? Is it your finance? So sometimes you can answer yes to many of these questions, and then you have to do a lot of inner work by breaking through the past and through the pattern of behavior and through unhealthy situation, unhealthy relationship will really produce positive results. So I'm on the radio relatively soon on Home Time Radio. I'm going to actually talk about the resolution that are actually improving the radiance within yourself and creating a better life. But 2019, it's a very significant year because we always think of the numbers as the language of the universe, and we acknowledge that if we take 2019 and add all those numbers together, 2 plus 0 doesn't exist, 2 plus 1 plus 9, it equals a 3. The Trinity, the mother, the child, the son, the pyramid, the triangle that attracts the high dimensional energy. The body becomes a pyramid. When you sit in a yoga position, when you meditate with the hands along your body becomes the pyramid that attracts the high dimensional energy. So in other words, you can charge your body with energy and you can immediately, you know, get better. I don't know if you heard, but the Egyptian had numerous pyramids with different colors, the 7 colors, the 7 being the number of God, and there were 7 pyramids, every single one of them having a different color. The body has the 7 chakra points. the points of energy along the spine from the top of the head. So those points are defined with different colors, and every single color has a different vibrational energy, a different frequency, a different energy. And if one of those points of energy is not charged, is not receiving enough energy, the body gets sick. So Egyptians were also visionaries. They had a different understanding of the world than we do. So they were treating the human body by allowing the person who was sick to sit in a pyramid for like 7 days. And in 7 days, that person was healed. I created for QVC a piece of jewelry that was called the wishing pyramid, in which you put your wishes within a pyramid, and in 7 days, you redirect your thinking on what you wish and make the things that happen, because reality reflects what the mind projects. And like God used to say, he needed 7 days to create the world. So I'm going to look into your problems. I promise you, all of you, Ilona, Adriana, Patricia, we're going to talk about you guys in a minute. We're going to talk about your finance. We're going to talk about what is in store for you. What does 2019 mean? So globally, 2019 is the year 3. But the year 3 will have a different impact on all of you differently, because you also have your personal year. If you take your month and your day when you're born and add it to number 3, so let's say you're born March 25th, I'm born March 25th, 3 plus 2 plus 5, it means 2 plus 5 is 7 plus 3 is 10, which is a 1, and 1 plus 3 is 4, so I'm entering the year 4. So you have to add your date when you're born, your month and you're born, and 2019, which is a 3. So to the month and the day, you add a 3 and reduce it to a single digit. So you find out where you are in your life right now during 2019, creating your own personal year 1. So Anna, you telling me you had cancer. I don't think your cancer progressed. I think the first instinct that comes to me, I'd love to find out much more of your case. You said you had surgeries, but I feel like you're gonna be okay and you're gonna get better. Gabriela, I'll talk to you about your life in a second. Mirabella, Petronella, Liliana, Patricia, all of you. So hold on the line a second. I'm just gonna have to look a little bit into what else I need to tell you. So 2013, excuse me a moment to get a glass of water. So I drink my alkaline water because I'm talking a lot. So if you drink this kind of water, you don't actually get cancer, because the body is 80% made of water. So if the water is alkaline and your body is alkaline, there is no cancer, because cancer cannot survive in an alkaline environment. Also, to the one who wrote me about having cancer, you should only eat alkaline food. Like for instance, avocado. Food that is alkaline is food that doesn't have acidity. Like eating meat. Meat has acidity. Sugar is the best friend of cancer. So stay away from sugar, stay away from meat. If you can do that, that will be extremely, extremely important. So I'm going to go to your questions in a minute. 2019 is the year of resolution. All the conflicts, the fights that we've seen during 2018 couldn't get anywhere. So there was no resolution so far at a higher level. We haven't seen a real resolution in 2018 in politics, and in any respects, things were left in the air, which 2019 will conclude everything that was left in the air. So that's very important. Andrea, you're in a relationship for 7 years. I really believe that 7 is the number of faith. So if you're 7 years in a relationship and nothing happens, then it's time for you to rethink. What are you doing in this relationship, or you're only losing time? So I suggest to look at the moment in your life where you are right now and see if you are going to break this relationship. I can't tell you what to do, but indirectly I'm telling you that would be way better if you consider a new beginning, because I don't know if you mentioned to me which year are you in, but it will be relevant for you to realize that which year are you in, if you should move on or should not. But 7 years is usually a time in which the universe is telling move on. Angeline, you're asking me about money. So you're in the year 3. This year it starts for you as of March. You have some insecurities about money, but you know what's interesting about you? You'll be able to make good money. You will be able to break through. It's going to take you more than a year, but you're going to see good results. So financially, and I understand the financial questions all the time, things are going to get way better for you. But most likely the second part of the year, and I think they're going to get better through an opportunity of eventually even creating some business with another 2 people. So pay attention. And there's somebody with an M name, Mark, Michael, somebody with an M, that you might not know who he is right now, but just open, predictions, open consciousness. They make you see, they make you look at the perception of the physical world in a different way, with way better awareness. Liliana, let me see which year are you in. You enter actually a year way better than last year. If I look at your life, I don't think you were really happy during 2018, because there was a lot of things that couldn't move. So it's almost like you felt probably stuck in a way. But this year opens doors for you. It makes you more aware, makes you more creative, brings you opportunities, brings you jobs. It might even bring you the possibility of do you have a child? It might be another one coming. So consider a little bit to explore what you can do work-wise, because work is also getting way better for you. Let me see. Petronella, you asked me about a baby. Send me the month and the day of your birth, see which year are you in. But I definitely believe that this is a year in which you can have a wonderful child. I don't know if the baby comes this year or you just get pregnant this year. And it's very possible that the year might come in 2020 and you just get pregnant during this year. So that's a very, very important aspect of your reality. So remember, 2019 is marked by the water. It's the year in which we're going to see a lot of flooding. And it's a year that, how should I say, is so way different than last year, which was the year of fire. And we saw all the fire in California. But this is the year that is marked by a lot of tsunamis and a lot of flooding, even in Romania. Nicoleta, let's see where you are right now. You enter, you're in a karmic year. You enter an interesting year in which you have to close some doors to some people in your life. And I feel like when you're asking me about relationship, this is most likely the time in your life in which it's good to close doors to 1 or 2 relationships that are not beneficial for you anymore, and start to look into bringing somebody new into your life. And I feel like somebody maybe a bit younger than you, born in the summer, August, 2 years younger, someone else might come into your life. because it will be interesting to close doors to something this year so that you can open a different door for you as you're stepping into the spring of the 2020. So it's important for you to actually acknowledge that some things and even eventually changing a residence, letting go of some people around you that are not positive. Madalena, Happy New Year, my love. Let's see where you are right now. Oh yeah, absolutely the year of love, 100%. May not happen at the beginning, might happen between June to September. It's also connected to one of your trips or somebody visiting you, because this is a person who might not be from your area. But I found that very interesting in your case, Madalena. So that's really interesting that you will you step into a time in your life when love is everywhere, and it might very much be that you meet more than one person, so then you have to have a choice. Domnul Ștefan, let's see what's going on with you. You're in a karmic year. Towards the end of the year, you still have to reflect how to get there. You have somebody in your family who has a health problem. If you know about that, it's more a man. I don't know if that's your dad, somebody who might have either COPD or a heart problem. Let me know much more about that if you know what I'm talking about. Janet, avocado isn't recommended for, yes, avocado is recommended, is considered a superfood. First of all, avocado is the super alkaline food that cannot harm you, can only do good. I don't know exactly if you have arthritis, atherosclerosis, but whichever you have, avocado cannot harm you. I'm talking generally about preventing an inflammatory process. Whatever is in your genera is happening to you is an inflammation that goes into your body. Inflammation, the last phase of inflammation is actually when it gets into your joints. Cancer in itself is also an inflammatory process at the end of the day. So a way to stop aging dramatically is slowing down the inflammation. As you age, inflammation becomes more obvious. So what I recommend is taking curcumin in your case, a lot of turmeric, though there's different, but they work the same way, both of them. And there's something that I would recommend. I don't know how is, I feel like telling you that there is a possibility that your bones density might not be where it should be. I don't know if you have osteopenia or a beginning of it, or you're losing bones. That might also be your case. I would love to find out much more in which way I can help you. This is all about natural healing. Now we're combining the knowledge of time, the knowledge, the medical expertise of alternative healing, which I strongly believe in. And there's a lot of stuff that we can do to heal our body. And, you know, eat a lot of food that has anti-inflammatory effect on the body, like for instance the cabbage, a lot of onion. Inflammatory process is slowed down. The inflammation is slowed down by some foods that have incredible effect on stopping even the aging process. And garlic, for instance, that is pretty extraordinary for the body. It's an natural antibiotic. So I always suggest that people eat around approximately 6 garlics a day that you cook in the oven, and eat them, and your life will change because you're not going to get sick. So there's so many things that we can do to help the body, and pay attention what we eat, and pay attention what we think and how we think, and how we absorb this cosmical energy from the universe, and how we handle people in our lives. So very significant. So if there's something good that you can do for you in 2019 is eliminate toxicity in the people around you, the toxic thinking, you know, that you get trapped into. If, for instance, you're very upset for a period of time, you're not going to believe, but those emotions of feeling upset, feeling down, feeling depressed, because you think you're entitled to be depressed, they make your mind adjust to that emotion. So you trap in a pattern of thinking, and then you're stuck. So that's the way it all happens. So I want you to break through the feeling of being stuck by acknowledging your dominant emotion. Take a notebook, and write in every single day, write down how you feel when you wake up in the morning, how you feel at noon, how you feel in the evening. And please be sure to answer correctly, and after 7 days you'll be surprised. You'll find out which emotion dominates your mind. Is it feeling peaceful, content? Is it anger? Is it jealousy? What is exactly that dominates your thinking? Silvana, Happy New Year to you too, my love. I'm here to wish you, first of all, Happy New Year. I brought this, Happy New Year. Anyhow, I want you to have a splendid year. I want you to understand that it's all about celebrating and looking at life with a smile on the face, because you can't be upset about life. You have to laugh. Silvana, you are actually, what's interesting with you, you are in the year karmic 8, but only during the fall. You're still carrying some reflection about the last 6 years. Whatever happened, dig a little bit. Don't carry into the new year the luggage, the emotional overload of the past. Don't let that happen. Get rid of it. Wash your hands. You don't need that. You want to move on. You want to move on with a new way of thinking. You want to move on in a different state of mind. You want to get rid of everything that you don't need. So, Silvana, you have a lot of new people coming in your life. The chance of a child, the chance of, though, I should say at this age, you can probably contradict me, or in whichever way a child may come in the family, probably through someone else. Do you have a brother? That's what comes to my mind. But overall, it's a good year, especially second part of the year. And then the karmic year extends all the way down to the fall of 2020. Ziarul Viitor, PNL, PSD, big fights with this with these parties all the way down there. It's gonna be I see it almost like 2019 brings over there some kind of revolution, but not the way it used to be, in a different way, with tremendous changing, believe it or not, tremendous. It's almost hard to imagine. As much as the changes we're gonna see in America this year, in politics and in economy, are hard to imagine. Take care of your budget during this year. See what you do with your money, because this year is a big surprise when it comes to economy. As well as economy did, 2018, I anticipated is gonna have problems towards the end of the year, and it did, and the problems will amplify. So we don't have an easy year financially this year, but we have a lot of changes in the White House and a lot of changes in different areas of our life in America and all over the globe. We will see a woman rising in power during this year in politics. Mihaela, you asking me about this year overall. Let me see what's going on with you. Urina, I don't suggest you take major decisions yet, because things are somehow, there's a bit of confusion, and when things are confusing you a little bit, it's better take a deep breath and don't act. Patricia Olympia, 1111, I love that. 1111, it's a 4, but you're actually in a very good year. because you actually in the year 6, which is the year of love. I don't know if something great happened to you, it might continue to happen. If it didn't happen, it will happen. I think between April to October, something essential about your well-being. It's like a turnaround. It's a good year, Patricia. You're in a good year. So celebrate that. Do we have a new government? Penele, we have a new government. Big time this year. No question about it. Maria Lely, let's see what's going on with your love life. There was somebody in your life, the 2 year period, am I right? I don't know if you agree with me. There was somebody in your life in the last 2 years. There's a name very specific that comes to me with an N name. Nicholas, Nick, something like that. Very specific name. And if you don't know who that is, you might. It's pretty interesting. Danielle, Happy New Year, my love. New beginning for you. A lot of traveling, a lot of new decisions, unexpected decisions. Somebody wonderful in your life. I don't know if this person came already or it's about to be entering your life. Overall, a lot of stability. Be careful who you get yourself associated with. There's 2 people around you that are not quite your friends. You have to know to distinguish between genuine friends and people who take advantage. So that's why with you, Danielle, I feel like warning you a little bit. See who's around you. Mihaela, hi from London. Thank you for reaching. I'm always excited to welcome my friends from Europe, from London, different parts of the world. Mihaela, I can say that you are in a year in which you want to free yourself. I don't know what you want to put an end to, but obviously this is the year to decide in the next 4 or 5 months, I don't need this. That's exactly the way you're going to say. It might be there's a shift in your career. Do you have 2 kids? One of them comes in my head very strong. But overall, it's a year of cleansing for you. And it is a year of stability. And your mother comes in my mind also very strong. I don't know if you can tell me something about her. And a specific name that starts with an M other than you. So there's somebody else, Mariam, Michelle, somebody else with an M. To look into that. Sorry, my voice, I've been singing. My voice is not doing so great, but it will be fine. Hi, Jerome, Roxana. Let's see what's going on with you. I mean, you have a significant year for money right now. Whatever project you want to do, I don't know if you want to start something, work in a new place, but financially this year is good. And it stabilizes during spring to the end of the spring. I don't know if you have a son, also a child comes in my mind, so a decision regarding a child. And I would love to for you to tell me much more about it, but the year is pretty stable. Erica, I love you and Happy New Year to you too, my dear. Your health is overall good. I feel you very stressed. I also feel hormonally, I should advise you that if there's something you can do to make a decision about your marriage, I think, and also, but I don't feel, go check an endocrinologist for your hormones and something about your marriage. You're supposed to have 2 kids. Tell me if you have them. Very, very powerful. Elena, let's see what's going on with you. You have to have a decision right away. Do you expect something immediately to happen? Because I feel like there's something right around the corner, which is very important because it's a decision that is work related. So I kind of want you to pay attention. Where is this work opportunity coming? Because it's definitely coming. So, other than go check with an endocrinologist, I feel everything else is good, and then there's work coming. So that's important. Daniela, Happy New Year. I wish you all the best. Gloria. Gloria, I think you're entering a powerful year, because this is karmic. You haven't had such a year in 16 years. So this year brings all those karmic issues that need to be resolved, and you have something that is lingering for a long time. I don't know if this is coming from a past relationship, from a family member, but it's a man. So you have to see what is the karma that holds you back with this person. So just try to figure it out, how you're going to detach yourself from the situation, because this is where we're having a little bit of a problem. Connie, hi Connie, my love. January 8th. You enter as of January, so it's interesting. A year in which you're going to feel more stable, more balanced, more creative, because you're in the personal year 3 that reinforces the power of the year, global year 3. So that's pretty powerful. So Connie, this is the year to stabilize a lot of the things that have been fluctuating up and down lately into your life. So this is the time of stability. This is time to be creative. This is the time to start a project. You've been putting on hold the project for many years. I think you know what I'm talking about. Don't do this to yourself. But overall, the year is it's a healing year. It's a year that brings you satisfaction that you haven't had in a very long time. So good for you. Roxana Gardziski, I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. Happy New Year, my dear Roxana. Great year for you ahead of you. You have the right attitude, and you're feeling great, and you have an amazing decision that is overseas. And there's a possibility in investing in something, which I really think is going to be a great decision. Marcia, hi, my love. Marcia from England. Okay, so let me see what's going on with you. So, you know, when you feel betrayed, there's so much resentment and there's so much pain associated with this feeling that sometimes you feel stuck in that pain. So no one else comes in and you don't see anything else, and that's pretty much what's happening to you. How do you move from this on? You have to make an effort to cut the cord and break through that pattern of thinking, so that you can live again and you can have the power to redefine, reinvent your entire state of being. So you need to shake yourself and say, whatever happened is completely gone. Try to delete, to eliminate, to erase all the imprints of whatever happened. Even to forgive. Sometimes forgiveness is key. It helps you let go of the person who you're holding on, and you don't want to hold on to the person who hurt you. You don't want to hold on to the pain. And I promise you that somebody else comes into your life who seems to be a little bit older than you, whose lighter eyes, brown-light hair, very charming, actually very charismatic person. And he has an initial with C and G comes to me. Very well educated. He's been married before. He might have 2 kids. He has a great job. He looks to me very much like business oriented. And this is somebody who's meant to come into your life, so just go for it. If there's a resolution for you for this coming year, is delete the memories and work on the way you think. Work in a way that you don't look back and you completely force yourself to break to the pattern of pain, and things will work out for you. I promise you. Whatever you are wishing over there with the government will happen. That's something that is meant to happen this year. This year, overall in the world, is gonna shake the political, how should I say, layout, the political layout of the world. So that's gonna be pretty interesting. Is it gonna be like, yeah, you're absolutely right about a big, like Evan said, I call it like a revolution. So happening over again, that will change the government and will change the system. So this is the year that hits us big when it comes to politics. You're not going to believe how big this year is. It's one that will stay in the history. It's like exactly like we go back in time. We haven't seen a year like this probably for 40, 50 years. If we ever seen a year like this, because it's not affecting only America, it's affecting Europe, it's affecting different parts of the world. It's hitting us hard. And it's one of those years that are left from now on to 2033, when we finally, become in full awareness about what's happening to us. But these are crucial years, but this is one of those crucial years. So I wish you can only see what I see, the magnitude of what's about to happen for us, and how powerful and significant this year is in our evolution. So Andrea, will you marry? Let's see if this is a year of marriage. I should not say that. I should put it this way, sorry. If you want to marry, you better marry now before the fall. You're not too old. You're absolutely not too old at all. Who told you're too old? I'm not saying I'm too old. Don't think of age. Age doesn't mean anything. It's the inside of you. I know we all age, you know what I mean? And aging is a process that we can slow down by the way you think before anything else. You're not old, and I think you should make it happen from now on. And it's interesting with you, Andrea, you do marry somebody way younger than you, and that's perfectly fine. That's gonna force you to believe that you're young and to act like you're young and to feel young. It's the way you feel. You can go beyond your feelings and beyond your emotion and beyond your belief system. So I want you to feel and acknowledge that we do have chronology and we have kairos. The Greeks had chronos and kairos. Chronos is your time when you're born. That's your chronology. That says it's your age. But then there's the element that is called kairos, which is your energy level. Your energy level may contradict chronos, because kairos and chronos are in contradiction. You see people that are 60 and they act like they're 40. You see people that are 40 that they act like they're 70, because it's all in the energy field. But the energy field, you have to work on it and acknowledge that it exists. So that explains why people live 100 years and people live 45 years. So don't you want to be the ones that use kairos in your favor and stop thinking about chronos? So that's my take on it. So let's see who else I have here. And I'm gonna go. I'm having a radio show very soon. Angeline, yes, you're gonna travel this year, no question about it, and quite an interesting year to travel. Quite powerful. Madalena, hi my love. You are having a year. I mean, actually, the last 10 months were not that easy for you, because somebody was either stopping you from progressing, somebody's holding you back. That's the feeling I have. But you do have a major change, and there is a change that involves your love life, moving, detaching, growing, building your own personality. So that's pretty powerful. Marie Jo, hi Marie Jo Halstead, did I pronounce it correctly? Love you. In your career, let's see what's going on with your career. things are going to get way better career-wise this year. There's a major opportunity that comes between April to the end of the spring. I should say somewhere end of June. And I think you should take it. It's one of the best you've had in the last 7-8 years. So don't miss this opportunity. You have a great energy. You have a desire to make things happen. You're working very hard, and you're gonna see a lot of satisfaction during this year. You actually have the spirit world watching over you. You have two people watching over you who are no more with you, who are very, how should I say, very helpful. You know, we have the spirit world always in touch with us, but in your case, it's pretty remarkable how you have protection from the universe. So that's good in your case. Edward, hi Edward, Franco Rodriguez. You need to know your luck. Well, luck is something that we create. I mean, some of us may be more or less lucky, but also you create your own circumstances to attract situation. If you're in tune with yourself and you find out who you are, what is your potential, what it is that you can do that can help the world around, then this will pay off, and then you will see yourself becoming successful, powerful, and indirectly lucky. I feel like overall you're doing pretty well. I want you to take a little bit better care of your intestinal, like we used to say, your health comes in the gut. Take care of your intestinal problems and the liver a little bit. And I see you building a business with another man. So I don't know if you have any plans like this, but that's going to bring you finance, a financial energy that you need. So you're doing very well. Corina, Dorothy, you're going back to Italy. I don't think Italy is your place. I think of a different place where you can go. I don't know if you can go any part of Europe, but not necessarily Italy. Something tells me that you will leave, but go somewhere else, or rethink where you're going. Very important. Christine, Michelle, hi Christine. Let's see what's going on with you, my love. You're in a karmic year, and I want you to take advantage. You entered the year 9 right around your birthday, but you have full advantage of the opportunities of the karmic year, which is pretty big, because it's the year in which in March of this year there's a lot of recognition for you. Do you have a younger sister or a younger relative that I think you can embark on a decision? I think this is the year to consider a child. This is the year to consider a new business. This is the year to start something fresh. But it's a very good year financially, one of the best you had so far in this lifetime. You had another opportunity 11 years ago. If you didn't take that, this would be the one. No doubt about it. So important problems. You're going to solve the problems this year. It may be between the spring to the end of the year. So this is where we stand. Maria, don't make any decision. Maria Levy, no decision so far. Put things on hold a little bit. Something else has to happen before you make the decision. Connie, hi, let's see, Connie. Connie, you said that you moved from Ireland. What is in store for you? I think I already told you. I have a feeling like, is it possible to move again? Not right away, probably in the next 2 years. There's a possibility of another change. I don't know why you're making all these changes, but there must be the year is way better than when you had before. But you feel the resonance of getting better the second part of the year, not in the beginning of the year. So, but Connie, I should say that the year is overall very productive for you and very positive for you. So, but it brings you two major decisions to take, most likely one in October of this year, of this coming year. So you have to see what is this all about. I want to ask you if you have a son, but there's the energy of somebody young around you who's influencing you. I also have a feeling of you coming to America. I don't know if you come to visit, but there's a trip, a longer trip that will influence you too, because you might meet somebody important. I want you to know that what I'm doing is only based on the ancient teaching of Kabbalah, the ancient teaching of Pythagoras. So the year 3 is a year of balance, of stability. I'm just analyzing it, and I want to let you know that this is the year of a lot of balance and stability that the world needs, and we should take advantage of that. I'm going to be on a radio show on Home Time Radio. I send you all my love. Don't forget to eat and drink everything that's alkaline. Remember, 2019 is the year 3, is the year of stability, of trinity, of the triangle, influence that planet Jupiter, is the year marked by the water sign, and is the year in which we can grow and connect more to the self, going beyond the soul and the ego and more to the level of the soul, the level of the spirit. I wish you a fantastic 2019. May all your dreams come true. And stay healthy, stay happy. Pay attention to what you think. Pay attention to the people in your life. And don't allow yourself to be drained, and stay positive. I send you much love and gratitude for having you as my friends. And I am doing my work on 2013. I'm singing. I'm continuing my creativity, which I recommend to you too. So much love. I adore you. And happy 2019. And stay healthy and happy. And celebrate, celebrate.